What if I told you that you can create a simple interactive tool with no code, no tech background, and no massive audience, and use it to build a business that makes more money than most people's 9 to 5? I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking I'm just insane right now. But here's the thing. I was making anywhere between 40 to 50K a year selling ebooks and PDFs. I built a whole business around it. I was actually really proud of it. Until one day, I actually started looking at my dashboard and I realized that my ebook and PDF sales, well, they were dwindling down. And it had nothing to do because the product was suddenly not good. It was simply because the market was slowly moving to AI. So I had to figure out from scratch what actually was working now. And what I found changed everything. So I'm going to break down the exact roadmap, a 3-level system that is replacing the old digital product model right now. And by the way, if you want to build this alongside people who are actually doing it, the AI Profit Lab is where it's happening right now inside our community. You have access to full tutorials, live feedback, real community. The link is in the description, so join now and let's get into this. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that digital products are completely dead. That's not 100% accurate. What's dead is boring generic information that AI can simply replicate. So think about it. A $27 ebook about how to lose weight in 90 days, well, it used to sell well. I mean, let's face it, somebody can open ChatGPT, they can type in their dietary restrictions, they can include their schedule, their fitness level, and they're gonna get a fully personalized 90-day plan in just 30 seconds. And for free. So why would they pay somebody $27 for that exact same guide? They're not, and they aren't. Information became a commodity the second AI became more sophisticated. And a lot of creators are still out there grinding, wondering why their conversion rates is tanking. They're thinking that it's their copy or their price point or saturation, and it's not. It's the product category. So here's what buyers actually want now. They don't want to read and they don't want to figure it out on their own. They want something that does the work for them. So they're paying for outcomes, not answers that are regurgitated from ChatGPT. And that is exactly why businesses and creators who are winning right now, they're selling interactive solutions like mini web apps, digital tools, calculators, diagnostic quizzes, the list goes on. And the most wonderful part about this is that you don't even need to code. And you also don't need a massive following. I proved that myself with a brand new account. And today I'm going to show you the full picture, not just what to build, but the complete system that makes it profitable. Here's the thing that most people miss. One product, it's simply your starting point, right? And you need a system to build real wealth. So think of it as 3 levels working together like a machine. So level 1, the mini app, anywhere between $7 to $27. So this is your entry point. This is your trust builder. So a mini web app is a simple interactive tool that helps one specific avatar, like one specific person, it helps them solve one specific problem, and it helps them solve that problem fast. It doesn't need to be on the App Store. It doesn't need to be a complex SaaS product. It needs to do the work for the customer instead of like dumping all this information on them and them feeling overwhelmed. So look at this simple app, this pomofocus.io. It's a simple Pomodoro timer web app, right? It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's clean and it works and it solves one thing, focus. And listen, millions of people use it. So that's kind of what we're going for. So formats that work best for these mini web apps include diagnostic quizzes with personalized outputs, calculators that spit out results based on what the user tells you, and generators that create something custom. And also simple trackers with AI-powered insights. So one problem, one avatar, and you solve it really well. And remember Sarah Pearl? Well, she launched a manifestation app called Stella. It's a super simple app that generates personalized affirmation based on your goals. And she's already had 45,000 users in just 3 weeks. And we can get this information from Sensor Tower. I'm not making this up. So she didn't build a comprehensive multi-featured app from day one. Like she built one clean focus thing and then the market responded. And that's the model. Your mini web app does 3 things. 1, it makes you money immediately, right? Even from anywhere from $7 to $27, that volume is gonna add up. 2, it's gonna help you build trust faster than any piece of static content ever will, because somebody's using your tool, they get a result, and now they're not a stranger anymore, right? You're the person who actually helped them. And then 3, it actually opens the door to everything else that you offer in the back end. Like it offers up your offer stack, right? So this brings me to level 2. So level 2 is mid-ticket, anywhere between $97 to $297. So now your mini app customer, they've experienced your work, right? They got the result and they trust you. And now they potentially want to go deeper. So this is where you give them the complete system built around the same problem that your mini app solved. So using the manifestation example, if your mini app generates daily affirmations, your mid-ticket offer might be a full system, like a 30-day manifestation framework, or personalized journaling templates, or a goal-setting workflow. You give them the whole thing. Like it's no longer a separate product, but the natural next step. So remember, you're no longer trying to convince a cold stranger to spend $297. You're offering a detailed solution to somebody who already got results from you. And that is much easier. Level 3 is your high ticket. So this is where the real money is made, whether it's by having a community, a done-for-you service, coaching. But here's what makes this model different from the traditional high-ticket approach. By the time somebody reaches level 3, they're no longer a cold lead. They bought your mini app, right? They got the results. They bought your mid-ticket offer. They went deeper. So you're selling to someone who already knows that your stuff works. And so the sale becomes almost effortless because trust is already compounded across every level of the stack that you've offered. Compared to the old model, you get cold traffic to an ebook or a webinar. You're hoping for like a 2 to 3% close. It's pretty exhausting and it's unpredictable. And of course, it's getting harder every single year. The stack works with human psychology instead of fighting it. And the math actually proves this as well. So let's say that you were to get 500 leads. You would get 2 completely different outcomes if you were doing the traditional high ticket model versus this new model. So with the high ticket model, your conversion rate can be anywhere between 1 to 3%. So best case, you get about 5 sales at $2,000, so that gets you $10,000. And think about it, what's the cost of getting those 500 sales? Between the time spent on content creation, the webinars, the sales calls, the time, the ads, I mean, it's very time consuming. Now, look at the stack model instead. You get 500 leads, maybe you get 100 people to buy your $27 mini web app, that's $2,700. Then 20 of these people buy your mid-ticket at $297, that's $5,940. And then 5 of those people buy your high-ticket offer of $1,997. So that is $9,985. So total, you'd be making $18,625. So nearly double from the exact same number of leads. But this comparison doesn't even give you like a full idea of what's possible, because those 100 mini app buyers, they might come back and forth to your next product, and they might also refer people, and they can also become repeat customers because they trust you already. So in a traditional model, that $2,000 sales is usually the end of the relationship. But with this stack model, the $27 sales, it's just simply the beginning. Now, here's where it gets exciting. 5 years ago, building even a basic interactive tool required a developer, thousands of dollars, and a lot of back and forth. That barrier of entry is completely gone. You can now build a mini web app using plain English. It's called vibe coding. You simply describe what you want, like you're explaining it to a friend. So for instance, you could say something like, I want a habit tracker that shows progress streaks and gives personalized insights based on patterns. And then AI is gonna do the magic, right? It's gonna write the code for you. So here's how I break down the tool landscape. If you've never built anything before, start with Lovable or Canva AI. Lovable is where I recommend beginners to start. And yes, you can use a free version. So you simply describe what you want and it builds it. And you can publish it directly from the platform for free. And Canva AI works for simpler quiz style apps. So if you're already comfortable in Canva, then you might just want to start there. Just know that when you're ready to create an app that needs a little bit more logic and depth, Lovable is going to serve you better. And when you're ready to level up, that's when you move on to Claude Code. So now I use Claude Code and Stitch, and the quality is completely different. But I don't recommend that you start there. Build something simple first, get it in front of real people, get feedback, then graduate to more powerful vibe coding tools. Now, I have a few full step-by-step tutorials on building your first mini web apps already on the channel. Link is in the description. Okay, so building the actual mini web app is only half the battle. The infrastructure that makes it all run automatically is the other half of the battle. And so I want to address something first, because when I was starting out, I was paying for an email platform that cost me $100 a month. Then I was paying another course platform $149 a month. Then I had a landing page builder that was like $49 a month. Then I had a CRM that was like $79. Then I had a booking tool, a Zapier that hold it all together. So overall, I was spending like $400 plus a month for a system that was constantly breaking because my integrations kept falling apart. And when I first started learning from other creators, everyone had this insane tech stack. 15 tools, complex Zapier flows, conditional logic everywhere. So I was spending more time managing tools than actually making money. So the fix was simply going to go high level. And this is what I actually use now and what I recommend that you use yourself. So Go High Level's plan starts at $97 a month, and it replaces everything. You have landing page builder, email sequences, payment processing, course delivery, community, CRM, booking calendar, like all that in one platform. And you no longer need Zapier. So when somebody buys your mini web app, Go High Level is going to send them an automated email instantly. So there's no manual work needed on your end. There's no need to copy and paste links, and you don't need Zapier anymore. So here's exactly how that automation works. So day one, right after the person purchased, you're obviously going to deliver the link to the app. Day three, you give them additional bonus or perhaps additional tips. Day 5 is when you share your story, like why you built this app, what problem you personally had. Day 7 is when you bridge them to bigger problems that the app alone can't fully resolve. And then day 10 is when you introduce them to the mid-ticket offer, not as a pitch, but as the natural next step. And by day 12, you show real result from somebody who's been on the same journey. By day 14, you introduce the final email with real urgency. So the beauty of this is that you write those emails once and then Go High Level sends them forever. So when somebody buys a mid-ticket product, they're automatically moved to a new sequence that nurtures them towards high ticket. And every single customer is tracked. Who bought what? Where are they in the funnel? Who's ready for a high ticket conversion, etc. And this is how the stack scales you without manually managing every single touch point. So now that the creation is out of the way, we can focus on getting in front of the right people. So Threads is the most underrated social media platform for digital products creators right now. Listen, there's 70% less competition than Instagram, and it's text-based. So a lot of the content you can actually do with AI. And listen, it doesn't need to be AI flop, but AI can help you do a lot of the heavy lifting. And by the way, it's conversation driven as well. So you don't need to be on camera, you don't need to go viral, you just need to show up consistently to the right people. So there's 3 types of content that you want to rotate through. First are problem posts, where you speak to the pain that your app solves without pitching anything. So it could be posts where you share results that you've had, or you go through your build process and what early users are experiencing. And then you have also posts with clear call to action and the direct link to your app. And beyond posting, you can go to conversations related to your niches. There's a lot of like group conversations on Threads, and you make sure to interact with other influencers as well in the same niche as well. And then you comment, and then you read people's problem, you reply and provide real value, and you only mention your app when it's the right solution for what they're describing. And listen, I've made hundreds of dollars just from strategic comments that led people back to my thread profile. And Substack and Reddit can work the same way. So if you are helpful in these communities, you answer questions, and then you mention your tool as an additional resource, well, then you're automatically going to start getting sales. So if you want to go deeper into my exact social media distribution strategy, I have a full video on this that you should watch after this video. So here are the mistakes that I often see creators make on this journey. So first is building too many features too fast inside their mini web app. Do not try to create all 3 levels at once either. Like, start with your mini web app, get it live, get real feedback, Then build level 2 based on what your users actually tell you that they need. And then 2, I've also seen people that are competing on price instead of value. So a $7 PDF and a $7 mini web app are not the same thing in the buyer's mind, right? Because the mini app feels more interactive. It feels premium at the same price point, right? Because there's this interactivity, right? I'm gonna get this quick satisfaction, right, from this mini web app. 3, building without a distribution plan. So figure out where your audience lives before you build anything. Like, I cannot stress this enough. I had 7 digital products that nobody bought, 7, because I built them first and figured out distribution later. So first you validate the problem, then you validate the demand, and then you build. 4 is ignoring your mini app user. So they're telling you exactly what to build next. So what do they ask for the most? What results are they getting? What problems do they still have after using it? The feedback is your entire mid-ticket product brief. So listen to their feedback. Listen, I spent years in this space following a model that was becoming obsolete, and I kept doubling down because it had worked in the past. I kept wondering why the results were getting harder to replicate. And then when my ebook sales completely died, like 0 sales, I had to face the reality that the market had changed and I simply hadn't changed. So what shifted wasn't a lucky break. It wasn't more secret that nobody had access to. I just stopped selling information that AI was giving away for free and started building tools that actually did the work for my customers. So that one decision changed everything about my business. So the creators who make that shift now, while most people are still out there trying to sell like PDFs that they made in Canva, those are the people who are going to own this space for the next 5 years. So the roadmap is here, the tools exist, the infrastructure is available, the market is ready. The only question is whether or not you're going to build it or not. So if you want to start building alongside people who are already doing this with real tutorials, real feedback, live session, actual community, the AI Profit Lab is where that's happening. The link is in the description. And hit subscribe if you like this video and want more of this. And most importantly, drop a comment and let me know which level of stack you're going to build first, because I read every single comment. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.